Welcome to the home renovation live Alaskan Avenger style edition. We are here in the echoey new apartment. This is the ultimate in multitasking that's taking place tonight because I actually have to work while we do this live and chill together because there's only 24 hours in the day, literally 24 hours in the day. And I have found that 24 hours is not long enough for me to do everything I have to do and still get some sleep at night. So I actually have to do this live and install blinds while we're doing this live. So I have time to sleep, shower. Clearly I've had plenty of time to eat. We all know that. But I've definitely got to work while we do this live. So I hope all of you have been doing amazing. I myself have been doing quite well. We're going to reserve major congratulations on the new apartment for the time being because I say this because I'm dealing with a landlord that is hella cool, but I also think she might be a little bit delusional. So for the last 4 or 5 days, she's been telling me, well, I've just got to do some deep cleaning and then it's going to be ready. And I'm up here right now. There's new hardwood floors throughout a good portion of this place. All of the transitions need to be installed. They're not installed. There's a brand new bathroom that was put in, and the whole bathroom looks horrible. I'm talking like a mess. Construction mess, not complete. It's just not ready. It's absolutely not ready. So for myself, my job is to come up here and install these blinds right now. Larry, he says, much love and appreciation for you, brother. Hope all is well. One light and all the family the same. Nice. Thank you so much, Larry. I appreciate you. So you guys have to bear with me while I do this. I'm going to give less attention. So that means messages like the one Michelle just deleted. Normally, I like to riff on these really basic trolls that come through with stupid shit, but I don't even think I'll be able to have time. Garrett is here. Bethel, are you in Bethel, Alaska, homie? If not, welcome to the platform. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. And no, we don't typically do home renovation. Oh yeah, hell yeah, crocodiles. You know what I think is those Australian crocodiles come second only to pig farmers in their effectiveness in doing the job, if you know what I mean. So thank you so much for the offer. I just think getting meat on the plane all the way to Australia might be a little labor intensive, So I'm thinking maybe it might be easier to take care of things over here. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I gave you guys a little bit of a laugh today. I tried to throw in a couple of shorts that were kind of funny. I got a lot of very, very, very serious responses. Scuba Dia, how you doing, homeboy? Chef Avenger, when is the new recipe coming? Well, brother, you know what? It's gonna be Thanksgiving. And everybody knows the Avenger has got to try his hand at cooking a turkey. So, if that doesn't present the opportunity for a Cooking with Avenger episode, I don't know what does. Thank you, Gunnar. I see you, man. So I'm going to try cooking a turkey this year for Thanksgiving. God only knows if I'm going to be successful or not. Deep fry it. Yeah. I don't know about all that, boys. My first time out of the shoots. Do you really think I should be set free with a deep fryer? I don't think I should, man. I really don't. Now, I'm not saying I won't. I'm just saying that may not be the best option for me to look at right off top. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, these are gonna go, do they go like this or do they go like that? Hold on, I gotta find out. Let me check right quick. Let me see, everybody stand by. This is the most critical part of the operation, believe it or not, because we've got to know how these bad boys snap in. Is that going to snap in? No, it's not. What the hell is this going to snap in? No. Well, what the hell? How does this bad boy snap in? Just so you guys can see what I'm trying to figure out. Big ol', those blinds are a pain in the ass to install. Well, I don't know that they are, my G. Oh, just like that. Oh, no. Let me see, does it go like this? No, it does go like that. Hold on. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna go, oh no, that ain't gonna work. You know what? You guys wanna know what? Is it gonna go like this? Yes. And then you roll that bad boy in there, ba-dow. Okay, so now I know which direction. And you guys are gonna be so proud when you see actually how easy these bad boys are to install. Check this out. I'm gonna throw one of these right up her. Right there. Okay, there's gonna be one. And then hold on. I'm gonna throw one. Now, let's be clear. This is just an experiment at this point. And if I shoot this up there and it works on the first time around, we're in good shape. So let's find out. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. I might not be. And I do want you to know, if you're new to this platform, this is not normally how I conduct a live. I just had no choice. I had issues with the YouTube interface. I obviously have my own issues with my life and scheduling. So in order to make this work, this is what I gotta do. So everybody, just sit back and enjoy the show. And in case you don't know, yes, a DeWalt drill does double as a hammer. Yes, it does. Okay, now, let me try this. And if we're real lucky, I told you, son. I told you. I told you once. I told you twice, don't fuck with me on mini blinds. I thought I told you, don't fuck with me on mini blinds. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what to do. When it comes to mini blinds, I got that shit. Check it out. Boom. Okay. Now, we should be able, at this point, to just slap this bad boy on in there. Ba-dum. Woo! You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that I do. That's what I do. Apparently, Jesus has never worked for anything in his life. And just so you know, bro, this is what a real man does. Design and install his own interiors. That's how you move on up in this life. And if you work as hard as I do, you would understand. But I can see that you're busy being ignorant behind a keyboard. And you're probably dating an emoji. So you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. But other people out there in this world, in the know, they know. You don't know, but they know. So stand by because, oh, I got it right here. See how well I planned this out? I'm telling you. Fluffy SNR 940, how long have you known JD for? About 3 years. JD and I started chopping it up a couple of years before I got released. Brother JD came all the way to Alaska with Jax when I got released. Put me on game, got me all set up. Hooked me up with all the stuff that a guy needs when he gets out of prison. And he and I have just been fast friends, family, ever since then. That's how it goes. And I suppose if you came from my culture, you would recognize the phrase, real recognizes real. And that's what happened with JD and I. Because let me tell you right now, much like some of the people in the room tonight, that's a real motherfucker right there. Just got back from the gym, so I've absolutely got to kill this protein shake. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate you, man. You guys are right. That's exactly what this is. I do not live for protein shakes, but I cannot live without a protein shake. So think about that, if you don't mind. We're going to try to keep it lighthearted tonight because, excuse me, I'm going to be busy working throughout the course of this live. And, you know, I actually had a notion to just go ahead and cancel it because I figured you guys would probably not be highly entertained watching a 50-year-old dude put up mini blinds. But here we are, here you are, and we're all here. And I notice a lot of you basic-ass lames in the chat are experiencing the reality of trolling on this platform. My mods, they don't tolerate any bullshit. So, I mean, you come through and you start running your neck and saying weirdo shit, they're just going to bounce you out. Sometimes permanently if they feel like it. You know, and I'll tell you what, if there was ever a time in life that we had some intelligent, inventive, creative trolls, I, for one, would actually be extremely grateful. But the problem is the trolls that we run into nowadays are so basic and ridiculous. It's tiresome. That's right. Soramilo, he says, you know what? Bounce those trolls. It gives him a good feeling in his heart. It gives me a good feeling too, homie. So we're on the same page, my guy. We actually are on the same page. All right, there's another one. Let me hit this. Bow. And there we go. Boom. Okay, stand by. Let me throw another one of these up real quick. At least we got good feels. I know that's right. Lord Fartface. Well, I'll tell you this, dog. We definitely stand together, and one thing I know, I ride for these kids, period. Straight up. So, people that don't understand that, I don't understand that, bottom line. That's just how that go. Okay. That sucker is straight. Let me hit this right here. Hold on. One nice thing about these old school apartments like this, they have these really good solid wood window wraps. Just to let everybody know, the guy from Bell County, Kentucky is back in jail. Hell yeah. J. Clan. Hold up, I thought you got locked up again. Bro, I've been out for a year. What the fuck? I post 4 or 5 times a day, every single day. So, I don't know where you've been, but you may or may not subscribe to my channel, but you definitely don't watch the shit that I post, or you would know I'm not in jail. That's plainly evident every single day. Okay, there we go. Another one. Winning. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Ha ha. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm talking about. Jay Gamma, you totally in jail. Well, if you're counting the ankle monitor, he's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. Yeah, you better sub, homeboy. If you haven't subbed, I don't know where you've been. Okay, now everybody chill because we've got to make a move here. And the light may turn off for a minute. Z-Rhyme, it's not even funny, dude. Like, you know? Honestly, bro, if you actually had a borderline homosexual type dude, that shit would kind of be funny. But I'm so obviously an alpha male who's heterosexual, the shit's not even funny. It's not, I don't even get it. It's just pure stupidity. So, anyway, hopefully your stupidity doesn't rub off on those of us that are not, because that in itself would be devastating. Wait a minute, what the hell? Are these the 64s? Hold on, I gotta get my tape measure. Stand by. You guys can get a nice view out the window. Okay. Those must be the 46s. Let's see. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, sweet, we're good. Okay, this shit makes me happy. So far, I got the right size. Who's more alpha, me or JD? Yeah, Julie's guitar, man. We got you for sure. 100%. Nunya says he starts feeling athletics when the lights go on. 1955 Porsche, I see you. You went to East. Damn, I'm sorry. People don't know it, but Anchorage actually has some rough and tumble schools up here. They really do. And East happened to be one of those. Diamond too. Rough and rowdy. So I wonder, are you still in the state of Alaska? That's what I wonder. Oh, Michelle, get him. Get him. This is so great. I almost want to just sit back, eat popcorn, and watch my mods crush these maggots In the chat, Kiko, it was my privilege, homeboy. It's my privilege. Let's see here. How the heck are you able to wear shorts? Okay, Utah. I wear shorts because I was born and raised in Alaska. You guys know this, right? So just to give you an idea of what that means, if the stories are true, we pulled up outside of the hospital. My creepy ass child molester marrying mother spread her legs, gave a push, and I fell right out of her vagina into a snowbank. And I basically nestled up into the snowbank, and I got more love from that snowbank than I ever got from my mother. So if the stories are true, that's the reason why I'm basically immune to the cold. So, and that shit's real. D says, I can tell you can whoop ass. Well, bro, I may have had my time, but I will tell you this. I'm a 50-year-old man now, and nowadays, unless there's kids involved, if I see conflict coming, I've learned to conduct myself in a peaceful and intelligent manner. And I typically, honestly, respectfully decline people's bullshit. And there's a lot of it all the time. Trust and believe. Everywhere I go, surrounded, absolutely surrounded by people's bullshit. Ventura County, what's up, homeboy? The world needs, hey, Marcus Rodriguez, in case you don't know, we don't do the whole proselytizing on this channel, man. Okay? Because whatever you think the world needs, somebody else might think the world needs something else who's equally an intelligent and kind and wonderful person. So I think the world needs less people pushing their own religion on others. That's what I think the world needs. Matter of fact, I know that's what the world needs, because religion has been the cause of so much suffering, so much pain, that I really think the world needs less people in it telling other people what religion they think the world needs. You know what I'm saying? So you should consider those words, because they're really, really true. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you guys came up here to Alaska, especially Yali's in South Africa, you came here, it takes a long time to acclimatize. It really, really does. It's not easy. It's genuinely not an easy thing. And I don't recommend you take that or make that switch lightly. I really, really wouldn't. All right, there we go. Let me back this off a little. Okay. That looks pretty good, I think. Let me tap that. That looks better. Let me zip this right here. Hey, we're getting so close. We got one done. Second one's about to be done. I'm happy. Here we go. Okay. Got it done. Also born and raised Alaska. Player 907, what's up, homie? Currently living in Wasilla. Damn. Hey, people don't know about Wasilla, man. Wasilla is like the last of the white trash homestead is in Wasilla. People don't know that, but it is true. And I say white trash affectionately. You know, I had a girl once who I told her she looked so white trash, and she got very offended. And I actually meant it as a compliment. I was like, no, it's a compliment. Gerard Doherty, caught alive from Ireland. Well, brother, sorry you got a weird one because I'm so short on time in my life that, hey man, that ain't supposed to happen. Yeah, I'm so short on time in my life that tonight, I see. Let's see. We're installing mini blinds during the live. Think about it. It's this is a multitasker's dream. Okay, I lost the cap. Here we go. It's right here. Got it. Let me stick this back on there. And I want you guys to make sure, don't tell anybody, we had little incidents like this. Let's just keep that between us because we definitely need everybody to think everything went real smooth. Real smooth. So that's what I think. Let's go right here. Another dynamic that you guys need to know about. I feel like, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you. So next week, in 3 days on Sunday isn't actually next week, but whatever. So on Sunday, I'm going to be doing another live auction, only this time it's going to be skulls. It's going to be a skull auction. It's coming. So, if you guys are down and you want to show up, it's going to be PayPal and Venmo, just like all the other auctions. It's going to be live. It's going to happen as we speak. And you're going to have to make sure your bread shows up right now. If you win a bid, I'm going to expect to see your money show up while we're doing the live. If you win the bid and your bread does not show up during the live, then it's going to go to the second highest bidder. So think about that. If you want to be there, it's cool. If not, that's cool too. Blister Fist, I want to address your basic troll-like comment. I am not the sort of person that gives a flying shit what some 80-year-old founder of some company who's produces a label that happens to be on a hat that I buy 100 years later did. I don't care. I am not a bad person. I don't support bad people. I wear dope-ass hats, and I like dope-ass shit, and this happens to be one. So, if you don't like what Gregory von Dutch III did in his lifetime, I don't even know the dude. I don't give a shit. This is a dope-ass hat, so I'm wearing it. Period. Straight up. Like it, love it, leave it. I don't give a shit. Fred's here from the U.S. Marines. How you doing, homie? Glad to see you. NMF, you must not know me very well. Ooh, a skull and hat combo. I know, let me tell you right now, my girl would be very, very pleased if I got rid of a bunch of hats. She does not really appreciate my hats, but you know what I tell her? And it is true. These are work tools. Yeah, Kevin. Kevin says, it's the right colors too. We may have a red and white aficionado in the chat, which is fine. I personally have nothing but respect for a lot of red and white out there in this world. But for myself, I don't even own a motorcycle at this point. I love to ride. And I used to own a 75th anniversary Harley, 1100cc. It was nice bags, dope ride, and I wish I could ride again, but just hasn't happened yet. One of these years, I'll get a bike. It'll happen. When is it gonna happen? I don't fucking know. I'm busy doing other shit at this point. So, I don't know who that is, NMFC, nor do I care. But I'm assuming it's your attempt again at a slight or an insult. But you gotta realize who you're dealing with. I'm kind of immune to that sort of shit. Sorry to disappoint, but little basic troll-like insults really don't bother me too much. Dustin Cholera, unfortunately, yes, yeah, Kev, I know, I need to, man. The thing is, when I hit about 65 or 70 miles an hour and that wind buffets my ears just right, it creates this peace and this clarity that I don't get anywhere else. So, yeah, Johnny Chimpo, I'm working on the new pad. I'm such a busy guy and I have such little time that, unfortunately, contrary to every other live I've done for quite some time, tonight we have to do this live while I'm installing mini blinds. It's odd. I will be the first to admit it's quite odd, but it is what it is. We're here hanging out with family, and that's what we do. And Johnny Chimpo happens to be a part of that family. Chimpo lives in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, and he runs dogs, and that is a hard life. That is not for the faint of heart. The echo is probably because it's empty. It is a little bit bigger, but currently it's empty. And the normal thing, I see you, Lee Lopez. Thank you, man. It's my privilege. The thing is, every time I move to a new place, what it really requires is a lot of work from me. I'm going through that with the landlord right now. And, you know, she's just, I guess, sitting back in the cut, waiting for me to do all the work. And I keep telling her, I don't have time, man. You need to get the place cleaned up. I'll do some things, but I'm not doing all the work. I'm just not. I love you, Michelle. That's hilarious. We actually all know Jay Cutler was a football player in the NFL. Jay Cutler was married to one of the wives. I'm not sure, the housewives. I'm not sure which one. She went on to divorce him. They had kids together. And I'm assuming the Jay Cutler reference is because occasionally he also wears a trucker hat. But I mean, bro, that reference is so vague and so loose, it's not even smart. So Pam and Jack are here. How you doing? They said, hope you have a great weekend. I intend to have a good weekend. When I get done doing all this, and if you guys don't mind, give me 1 second because I need to go over here and fetch Le White Monster. I can't live without White Monster. Jay Cutler on crack. That's like not even funny. Again, I hope you're making yourself laugh because A, you're not even making anyone mad. We're just confounded at your ignorance. And the things that you're saying are not even good, bro. And you guys know I got a hell of a sense of humor. And when I wind up, believe me, you're gonna feel it. So I'm just not even really inspired tonight to crack on anybody because I haven't even seen anything worth my time or effort yet. Let me see. What's up, man? I love the content, love what you do. Southwest Buddha. Southwest Buddha. What's up, homeboy? Appreciate you showing up tonight. Sorry I can't give you guys the attention that I typically do. It just is what it is, man. I gotta get this done. And if I don't do this while we're doing this, it's not gonna get done, and I can't have that because I get my shit done, period, every time, no matter what. Stand by. Wouldn't that be hilarious if I broke a window, slipped with the drill, bam! Broke a window. Let me see. You know, what I really find funny is people in the chat debating my health. You guys know I just got back from the gym. I actually work out 4 days a week, 20 minutes of cardio every time. I also worked a 14-hour day today, and I've been running on about 4 or 5 hours of sleep for the last year. So I don't know if keyboard warriors out there in the world really are the ones that should be debating my health. Also, to be clear, having a bodybuilder's physique is not currently my goal. My goal right now is to enjoy myself, eat what I want, do what I want to the best of my ability, and enjoy my freedoms. And trust and believe I achieve those goals every single day. Ooh, that mother went in tight. Real tight. There we go. Damn, that was like prom night. That was tight as hell. Hold up, I gotta do one more. Boom. One thing you don't want is these things falling off at an inopportune time. You definitely don't want that. So let's make sure we get them screwed in nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? Very important. Bomb. That's another one. Oh, I'm killing the game. Killing it. That's four mini blinds, 3 windows, in no time. And I guarantee you, there's a whole lot of you that would have been doing a lot of cussing and complaining by now. Did you see this? Bam, killing it. Okay, let's move on to a bedroom, which means the light's gonna go off for a minute, so everybody hang on. Johnny, tell him. You can tell when I've had a really great week of content that was hella on point because people get mad. They really do. They get mad. But you know, around here, we don't care if people get mad. We really don't. I don't, you know. Excuse me. I don't give a shit at all. Be mad. Be mad at yourself. Yeah, exactly. The hate watching. Is that what it's called? Nice. I don't understand it either, nor do I care. So hold on, I gotta get a couple more sets of blinds. Stand by, everybody. Everybody. Hate watching. I love it. I'm coming. I'm 2, 1. Boom. Okay. Now, these ones, sadly, require a double set. Every window takes 2 blinds. It's kind of disappointing, but yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. We got a whole lot of people getting bitch slapped. Let me see. Use a turkey bag. Okay. Use a turkey bag. Don't strip them screws. Bro, that's the reason why I have the torque set on the drill. Johnny Chimpo, thank you, homeboy. Haters gonna hate. You know you're kicking ass in life when random haters just start coming out of the woodwork. Oh, and they do. And they do. But Johnny Chimpo is not wrong. He really isn't. He's actually right. What's with all the haters? Well, you know, I can give you guys some insight. All right, so throughout the week, I get a lot of comments, okay? And a lot of times in the comments, people try to demand that I produce content that they want. They'll tell me things like, how come you haven't done a short on Trump the pedophile? You have to do one, et cetera, et cetera. And I will tell them something like, well, check this out, man. I'll do the content that I want, when I want, how I want. And you'll know I've done one when I do it. And that shit makes them real mad because people want to force other people to think like them, to say what they want them to say, all that type of stuff. And I'm very, very immune to that. Extremely immune to that. What they'll do is, when I tell them to go eat a big bag of tiny little dicks in a really smart way, it makes them upset. And then they'll see that I'm going live at some point, and they'll get all their little My Little Pony homeboys, and they'll jump on this live, and they'll try to troll it as if it makes any difference at all whatsoever in my life. And it really doesn't. It literally does nothing. Talk all the smack you want, it literally does nothing. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, bro, they're all patched into their little My Little Ponies club. Believe me. And who knows what they're doing with those ponies, but I don't want to be in the room when they're doing it. That's for sure. Okay, let's shoot another one of these bad boys, shall we? I think we should. Let's go. Let me hit one right about here. And I tell you what, these bad boys, these window casings, man, they are solid, super solid. But you guys should have already known that because around here, we only fuck with solid shit, you know what I'm saying? Thanks, Timothy Young. Australia, I see you, man. Appreciate you so much. Let's see. Hold on. Now, if you'd like to ask me, is there a secret to competently installing mini blinds? There actually is. King, shout out from Dallas, Texas. How you doing, man? I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for showing up. I'm sorry about this unorthodox live that we've got going on here, but I like to hang out with my peeps. This is what I like to do. Oh, shit. Major fuck up. You guys saw one. Don't tell your friends. We hang out on Thursday nights on these lives, and unfortunately, talking about right there, baby. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, bro. Oh my God. And that's actually what I did. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, banged out some content, banged out my girl, went to work all day, went to the gym, came home, and now I'm doing this because if I don't, who will? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Welcome to the life. Welcome to this life. And around here, hanging mini blinds is a sacred art, not for the faint-hearted. You guys know nowadays mini blinds have no string. You don't pull a string up, you just lift them and they stay up. Isn't that wild? That's some new shit. Joseph Ferrano, big, tough guy. And when you're done, you get that amazing feeling that you did it right. Cool. I think Lot Streets probably has that shit figured out pretty tight. Like, I'm a really good-natured guy, and I can assure you guys, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Although I did get 23 years in prison for absolutely destroying people of a certain type and variety, I think you guys know the type of people we're talking about. So, you know, maybe if I'm inspired, not anymore, but back in the day, I would probably fight. I really would. So, abracadabra. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I've got a couple other ones that are also hella retro that other people don't have as well. Lickety Split, the culture shock was amazing, incredible. You know, a lot of you guys out here let these weirdos get away with a lot of shit, man. You really did, man. Like, there's weirdos out here expecting you to call them a she when they have penises. That sort of thing. I didn't understand it. It literally broke the internet in my mind. And I didn't know what to do. It's okay, Michelle. They've got to fixate on something. It's how they feel better about themselves, you know? It's really all they've got. So I try to let them have it. If you think you see a physical flaw and it makes you feel better about your broken, basic, mostly meaningless life, to say it and point it out, then feel free. You know what I mean? I have a number of other flaws as well if you'd like me to help you out. Did you guys know I have a pinky that doesn't bend at that joint? You want to know why? Because I broke it on somebody's face and never went to the doctor. So you want to make fun of that too? Oh, the guy with the pinky that doesn't bend on his joint. You can do that too. It's totally fine with me. It doesn't bother me. I really have no shame, nor am I ashamed with any of my body parts. They actually function quite nicely, believe it or not. If you don't believe me, you can ask my girl. Everything works. Now, moving on. Let's get this next one up before I get excited and go back downstairs and waste the rest of my night doing things that are not productive with my girl. Oh man, see, I might strip this one out. Ooh, this is a tough one. Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes. Come on, baby. There we go. Damn. That mother did not want to go in, I'm telling you. So stand by. Appaloosa, if you're saying that I need to start making babies, I'm not doing it. I'm too old. I'm way too old for that type of stuff, so I'm not doing it. Really, really not doing it. Now, I will look out for other people's kids, but I'm not trying to make any more of my own. Oh, son of a bitch. Major mistake. Major flaw. All right. Let's try this again. It's actually something of a balancing act because they happen to give you these screws that are just a little bit longer than what you really need. And it's not easy, especially. There we go, baby. Yes. Got it. Okay. Let me hit one more. Right about here. There we go. Boom. Okay. Now, if we're lucky, this bad boy right here, that's right. She's going to snap right in. That's right, baby girl. Boom. See? You guys were doubting me too. You should never doubt me. Because I'm always going to come through right when you've given up on me. And I won't get the shit done. That's what I do. I get shit done. I work. Okay. Now, it is, Dustin. It really is. Super Slave, thank you. Let's go ahead and throw this shit away. We're going to move on to another room. That's right, Chicano. Okay. First the tools, and then the camera. Okay, I'll be right back. Stay or go, it's up to you. Damn. Okay, now let's move this. The light's going to go dim for just a minute. Everybody stand by. It's going to be all right. Here we go. Hey man, I'm going to go in here and you guys can come with me. Yeah. King Tricks, it's unintentional, homeboy. I have such a busy schedule that I had no choice but to run this live while I install the blinds up in my new apartment here. So everybody's just chilling. The trolls are trolling my guy. And I am actually quite happy because I'm within 20 minutes of having this shit done, baby. Done. So what's next after the blinds? All right, it's a lot. It's very, very, very involved. So after the blinds, I've got to put in curtain rods and curtains. I got to custom out the studio. And then once I got the studio all painted out, I got to install all the sound dampening stuff. And then once all the sound dampening stuff is done, then I can actually start the move. And the move, realistically, is probably probably going to take about a week, couple of days at a time. And once the move is done, you know, anytime you move into a new place, a new space, obviously a lot of your same old shit doesn't fit here, doesn't fit there. So how much is a place like that rent for up there? I spent a lot of years in the Southeast. Okay. Nowadays, yeah, I'm gonna paint it, man. No, you cannot have a white, bright white hospital-like studio. You actually need a more muted, darker background. That's what you need. If I own the place, I would definitely scrape the popcorn ceilings, but I don't own the place, so I'm not going to. Rent on something like this in the state of Alaska, no, it's going to cost you about $2,000 a month. So rents here in Alaska they're not cheap. They're really not. But this is also, you know, I don't have a garage. I don't have my own fenced private yard. So there's a lot of things that this apartment does not have that other places do have, but still, a couple of bands a month, man, that's a lot of money to throw in the garbage can, you know, and pay somebody else's mortgage. It is probably cheaper than Cali. Logging camp trailers, damn. Julie's guitar, I will sometime in the next 6 months. It's just not time right now, but I will. It's gonna happen. Another thing you gotta realize, you don't just go and buy a home. Like mortgage companies, banks, they want to see a history, a payment history, and I've been gone in prison for more than a decade. So I mean, I can basically show these people a year of income, a year of stability, but that's it. And yeah, I know, it'd be a lot less with my own mortgage. But once again, you don't walk into a bank and get a mortgage loan after you've only been out of prison for a year. It takes longer than that, unfortunately. So I'm working on it. I am working on it. You guys know I'm not a fool. If I could buy today, I would. But credit-wise, it takes more time than that to establish credit once you've been gone wherever, but for me in the joint, it takes a little longer than that. Hold on. Whew. Let's get another one. El Chupacabra. Yeah, Raul Chavez actually hit the nail on the head, man, and I love that comment, bro, because it's hilarious. All day, when I hear these little basic motherfuckers talking all that shit, you know what's funny? Guess who's killing the game? Me. I'm killing it. Working my ass off, but I'm killing it. And you're exactly right, bro. They can all sit back there together, talk all that shit, and I'm going to be busy building a life, doing what I need to do for mine, and I'm not going to stop till I get there. And believe me when I say, I am well on my way. Okay. Wow. There's another set. Oh, we are getting so close. So close, I can smell you, girl. So close. Oh, shit. Don't do that. Definitely want to pop it out before you move it, because it fucks something up if you don't. Okay, there we go. Boom. Let's rock another one out, shall we? I think think we will. I do think we will. Hundreds of thousands of people are proud of you and right here. That was so nice, Dustin. I appreciate you, bro. I really, really do. It's a lonely road. It really is. When you're making your own path and doing this, it can be a lonely road, man. People have opinions. People like to tell you what a failure you are, what a piece of shit you are. People like to say a lot of stuff. But what people don't like to do is take accountability for their own shit. That's what I found anyway. A lot of people love to point out the flaws in others, but they sure don't want to take any accountability for their own shit, ever. And I'm not one of those guys, man. I'll own each and every one of my decisions, my mistakes. I'll own them. So that's how we do it. Yeah, exactly. I've got my girl and my puppy, and life is pretty good right now. Actually, life isn't just pretty good. Life is really, really good right now. Really. Haley Smith, I'm lucky it's a friend, so I give a discount. Okay, hold on. Let me get these things out here. Y'all give me a second. Boom. Let me do this. Let me do this. All right. Let's run this, man. I have to say, we've had a very successful mission tonight together, haven't we? We really have. These blinds have gone up hella buttery easy. Super easy. I like it. I can definitely tell I picked the right ones. There was a lot of options. And I didn't realize ease of installation was going to be the most important part, but I see now that it should have been. So recommendation, if you're ever going to put up mini blinds, pick the ones that I got, man, because these things go up hella easy. Yep, that's exactly right. Fun for dumbbells all the ways, whatever. It says, it was the things that I went through that made me who I am today. And that's very, very true. The prison time, the violence, it led to understanding and empathy and compassion and mercy. And believe me, it's better for me to be the person I am today than the person I was. Because the person I was, scary. Let me tell you right now, scary. I would just as soon break your face as give you a pass, you know? I used to get off on that shit. There we go. Okay. Wow. Definitely a different man today, thank God. Thank God. Okay, this one, these windows are a little bit funky. This one's gonna have to go over. And then this one, if I remember correctly, is gonna barely fit. There we go. Yeah, baby. Shit, just like that, baby. Tight. That's what I like. I love it when it's tight. Kurt Hafferty, how you doing, brother Kurt? I'm glad to see Kurt in the chat, man. We like Kurt around here. That's my guy. That is my motherfucking G right there. Okay, let's move on. Another window. Flavored Pop-Tart. We are installing mini blinds at this hour because there's only so many hours in the day. And I work for a living, work out, produce content. I'm also trying to move. And therefore, yeah, I wish I could be chilling. But unfortunately, yeah, Ram Battering says the grind don't stop, homeboy. And he's not wrong. It doesn't stop. So, Questio wants to know a fun fact. Well, fun fact, bro. Once in a while when you're brand new, you happen across the live. When the creator is installing blinds in the evening in his new apartment. Isn't that a fun fact? I think it is. I really do. Seems like a fun fact. Pineapples on pizza depends on the company you keep. I'll tell you this, if you're spending the evening with Polynesians, you're eating pineapple on the pizza and you're gonna smile about it. So, that's how it goes. Moving right along. Also, if it is your first live, my condolences. We typically don't do this. Tyler, I see you, homeboy. Bro, please clean your windows. Actually, guys, I'm not going to clean the windows. You know why? Because this apartment was completely repainted by the landlord. And so she is going to clean these windows. I'm not doing it. King Jacoby, my God, bro, I see you. Don't you think my entire neighborhood knows who the fuck I am? They do. I mean, good looking out, homeboy, and I hear you, but all of my neighbors know exactly who the fuck I am, bro. And they've known who the fuck I am from day one. So, definitely not worried about that at all. All of my neighbors have kids. I've met all of the parents. They definitely know what I'm all about. And it's all good. Oh yeah, cool. Somebody saw the Count Dankula interview. You know what I gotta say about Dank? For real. He does a lot of real smart-ass, dry humor. And so I figured that he was gonna clown me a little bit and, give me a hard time and stuff like that. Not in a bad way, but just how he does. And he absolutely did not, man. It was nothing but respect the entire time from him, man. And I totally respected that, man. That is a good-ass dude. For real. Count Dank is a good-ass dude, for real. I like that man, and I fuck with Dank all the way. For real. Just a good-ass guy, man. Oh, shit. You know what? We're going to have to quit having misfires like that, or this is going to take all night. My bad, I missed the super chat. LOL. Hell yes, I caught you again. Wood chipping in Chicago. Cheers, bro. Respect. Appreciate you, homeboy. Honestly, I'm not one of those dudes that's really hiding out. I mean, shit. If you want to come and get some, just remember this. I'm on that stay ready team, so if you want to come get some, you're going to see I stay ready. That's all. Let me see here. Yeah. As soon as I get these blinds up, nobody's going to know I'm here. Don't trip. Don't you trip. Let me get these blinds up and I'm ready. because the other set of blinds I got is an inch too long. Words I've never heard in my life. So this is gonna be it. I really appreciate you guys chilling with me tonight. I apologize for the unorthodox nature of this live, but it's the best we could do. I didn't want to miss out on our time together. This is like literally our time to chill. So thanks, Tyler. Damn, bro. After 23 years, man, that's too bad. Respect to your pops anyway, bro. You know? No, that life is played out. I'm out. I'm out of that life. I'm out of that life for good. And I intend to be as good of an example as I can to others of how we make it out and we stay out. There's really no other way. Absolutely no other way for a real G. Actually, James Cole, Lions Not Sheep is a clothing brand. And I got this shirt and some other shirts from Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez before he went to prison. So that's where the shit came from. All right, guys. I think we did good tonight. Appreciate all of you guys showing up. I love each and every one of you. Make sure you embrace somebody near you that you love. That's what I'm about to go do. Apologize for the unorthodox nature of this live. And I want you guys to know I appreciate the support. I appreciate you showing up. And these shorts that I do, they matter. It's important. We need to be aware of the darkness that's in our world so it has no place to hide until we get to the point where it is scared of us. And that's how that shit should be. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. And remember, all of us, we're under one light.